Hey everyone on Instagram. I was definitely motivated to create this video because I don't want anyone to feel sad or feeling a sense of lack during this holiday. Um, the one thing that always grounds me is I never take social media seriously. And the people who follow me then decide to unfollow me. They don't even have a clue of who I am, what I've been through, um, the hard comes that I faced in my career, or any issues I've had as a young child dealing with my parents. So, what I wanted to say is I only respect the people that can respect themselves. And a lot of times I find that a lot of the accounts here are from people who are deeply wounded. And in actuality, a lot of us have wounds that other people can't see. And there was one person in particular who was very full of herself. We won't mention any names, and I'm an empath and I'm actually a psychic myself. So it's very, very rare for me these days to hire psychic healers because I'm always disappointed usually in the reading. And I think the best source for empowering ourselves will always be our higher power and our intuition, and our inner voice will always lead us and guide us to the right answers in the end. Anyway, there was an account here that followed me, and the minute I followed back, it was just me being polite. She immediately, without even knowing who I was, sent me a link to follow her blog, and I was tempted to write back and say, "Well, I'd be delighted to follow your blog. I have a blog too. Here's mine." And then something inside of me said, "No, just wait it out and see." And then, sure enough, this week I clicked onto her account, found out that she had unfollowed me. She doesn't know who I am. I don't know who she is. It was just probably someone trying to market herself, trying to market her page for her and get new followers. So a lot of these accounts that you see here that just follow you randomly, they're actually being computer generated, I think, because I think she's got someone promoting her page. And she goes on and on and on and on about formerly being a binge drinker and having issues with the holidays, yada, yada, yada. Well, I can assure you, I'm not an addictive person in that aspect. I actually used to be addicted to calling psychic hotlines when I had panic attacks. And that's because I myself am extremely psychic, and it was really hard for me to cope with knowing the reality of the people that I was dating, for instance. And it was really hard for me to make peace with certain situations. I always kind of know when someone's not telling me the truth, and it would really bother me. And then I would call a psychic hotline for reassurance. So I'm very careful these days not to call psychic readers unless it's a dire emergency and unless I need confirmation that I'm absolutely going in the right direction. So, to make a long story short here, even though this is dragging on, this young lady who doesn't know me, and I don't know her personally, talks about her drinking problems. And she said that she used to swallow her emotions and continuously binge drink. And these days, it's really hard for her. Well, yeah, it's hard for everybody. And I've never had issues with heavy drinking or doing drugs, because I mean, it's something that I can easily let go of because it makes my body feel awful. And actually, I really don't like the taste of alcohol unless it's buried in juice or buried in Kahlua and cream. And even then, I can stop at one drink. And I'm sorry, if some people don't know how to combat their emotions. So then, what I'm trying to say is a lot of people here set up these accounts, and they have their little day in the sun, and you think that their life is so enchanted and charming, and it really isn't. The only person that you should be worried about is yourself. The only person that you should be pleasing is yourself. If you feel like spending the entire day sleeping in instead of doing something productive, then by all means, you have my permission here to go ahead, lay on your bed, lay on your couch, read a book, watch television, be a couch potato, do as you please. But in the end, the only person that you have to answer to and impress will always be yourself. And I never use social media as a marker for what my life should be like. I know what I need to do. I know what it is I have to do. I think that life coaches are great for some people, and some people would prefer to self motivate. So that was my little chant and rant for the day. Thanks for listening. And if you'd like a Tantra session, I'm definitely available tomorrow. I'm seeing just a handful of people a week because of everything that's going on. So definitely reach out to me if you think that I'm the person for you. Take care.